Good morning, everyone. So, the much anticipated NEET-PG results were declared yesterday. And today I'm sitting with Dr. Naisargee, who secured an amazing rank of 4 in the NEET-PG exam. So, heartiest congratulations, Dr. Naisargee, from the entire team of Marrow. We are extremely proud of the result which you got.
Thank you, sir.
So, you were telling me that you were traveling last night when you got to know about the result. Tell us what was the feeling like? Who informed you about the result?
Sir, actually, we didn't expect it to result came to that much late. So after like 8:30 or 9, I didn't check NBA website. Suddenly, my senior called me, and some of the my I got a WhatsApp messages. So I directly called my brother.
Mhm.
So it has been the ritual from my side that every result is firstly seen by my brother because I believe he is
Great.
my lucky charm. So I
Nice.
called my brother and I just gave my admit card details, which is application ID and roll number. And my brother saw and my brother tell कि party कब दे रहे हो? So I said अभी मस्ती में rank बता पहले. So yeah, he said he just flipped the camera and it was 4. Uh, so before I get excited, my on my right side, my dad was there. My left side, my mother was there. They both were extremely happy, and so more than me, my brother and my parents are more happier, and that's the most satisfying thing.
That's amazing. That I mean must have been such a good moment, and I'm sure you're going to cherish that moment for a long time. So,
Yes.
were you expecting this rank, Dr. Nesargi?
Sir, so yes, I was expecting this rank because I have been a good student throughout. I have read good things, and I have given many GTs. So my previous performance were good. So I was expecting a good rank, but actual rank always give you more happiness than what you
True,
expect.
true.
So
But
and more than sir,
it's
it was
good
more
to
than
hear
me.
from a topper. Yeah. Sorry, carry on, please.
More than More than me, I was little bit anxious about results. So more than me, my brother and my parents were like, अभी से स्पीच लिखना चालू कर दो और रैंक तो आएगा ही. I was like इतने confident कैसे हो सकते हो? So yeah, they see my journey and they were more confident than me. But yeah, I was expecting a good rank.
That's always good to hear it from a topper because usually toppers would say that, we weren't expecting, it's a surprise. So it's good to hear that you were expecting this rank. That's great.
Yes.
Now, today is all about you, Dr. Nesargi, and about your journey of how you prepared. So please tell us about your primary source of preparation and how did you go about preparing during your college days and during your internship?
Sir, so Marrow has been my primary source of preparation. So I bought Marrow in later half of my second year. Our second
Mm,
year, I'm from 2018 batch. So our second year was COVID year. So it was all lockdown and I just bought Marrow. And it was between it was before our university examination. So I just go through some pack videos on which I was not very confident the
mhm.
day and I am always fascinated by Marrow because my elder brother is also 5 years senior to me, so he was also using Marrow. So
That's great.
at a little sister I was also looking ki, when will I study from Marrow. So just after my second year examination got over, on the next day I firstly watched the ENT videos by Manisha ma'am, and that's how my journey started with Marrow. And till the last day and the last evening of examination, I was using Marrow. So it was a
That's
great
great.
journey. So in third year, I completed watching videos,
Mhm.
all the subject, almost
So
all the subjects, two by
third year
two.
you did the videos of second year also and third year also. Means Path
So
Pharma, Micro, and
primarily, I started in the third year. I have started with
hmm,
firstly doing third year subjects. Then I have
hmm,
shifted to the final year subjects because at
okay.
our hospital clinic, whatever the ward postings we are having, say for example,
Hmm,
we are having the medicine posting. So
hmm,
simultaneously, I was going through the medicine videos. Same goes for
right.
surgery, obs and time. So whatever the clinical aspect were going on in my college, So I go through that as well, and in the third subject as well, third year subject as well. After completing that, after 5 to 7 months completed of third year, I watched
Hmm,
mainly revision videos of first and second year, because I believe my first and second year are very pretty good. And in
hmm,
any like I remember a few topics I was not very confident, like in
hmm.
biochemistry, genetics part is there. So in that I have watched main videos as well, but remaining first and second year I have gone through the revision videos.
That's great. So third and fourth year, you've done all the main videos, and for first and second year, primarily you've done the Marrow revision videos. Now, Naisargee, when you were doing the main videos, you had edition 4 or 5 with you.
Five, sir.
You had edition 5. So how did you transition? Because this is a query which a lot of students have. So how did you transition from 5 to 6.5? How did you make up your notes or build on them? Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yes, sir. So, as I said, my all notes were fi edition 5. So,
Hmm.
whatever extra, well, if in the surgery you always mentioned these are the new updates. So, I just
Right.
look at these updates, and preferentially in the final year, I was not very much compliant with the videos because shortage of time. So, I just go through the notes, whatever the update point is there. If I don't
Hmm.
understand the update points, then I watch video as well. So in final
Fair
year,
enough.
I go with a selective approach with respect to updates.
Fair enough. So I think so. What Dr. Naisargee wants to say, and please correct me, Dr. Naisargee, if you want to add on to it, that third year she watched the third year videos, and probably she finished almost 20 to 30% of fourth year as well, which is what we recommend to everyone, so that you don't have a lot of burden in final year. And then final year was finishing the remaining 40 50% and revising. Am I correct, Dr. Naisargee?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, during this tenure, I mean, you saw the videos of so many clinical subjects. Any particular video which has stuck with you, which you remember, or some story which you remember, which you would like to share with everyone?
Uh, Sir, so I would say all Marrow videos are really good, and teachers are teaching well. That's the pure thing. But the Marrow team is just an amazing Marrow app. We can use Marrow app on the whole day, and we don't get tired. That's the beauty of Marrow. So one video which I watched was the ma'am Manisha ma'am explaining the underlay approach on the tympanoplasty. So it was a great. She showed on the demonstration. So right now also it's stuck in my mind. So ma'am, you put this on the front and that.
No, no. I mean, so Manisha ma'am was our senior at Safdarjung, and the way she used to teach the anatomy of the ear, nobody can ever forget it. So she's amazing in the way she demonstrates that. Nesargi, also tell me about medicine because everyone thinks medicine is very vast. What was your approach towards medicine?
Sir, so I am from starting, I am more inclined to medicine. So during my clinics or the ward posting, I always find it very enjoyable for me to study from a textbook, medicine textbook per se. So during my clinics, I also use the practical book as well as the clinical book. And for medicine, if any topic is I'm not understanding, then for that only I am using video. So medicine was purely based on my own notes and my own textbook reading.
Great, great. And moving on, when did you start doing the Qbank? Because questions are the essence of the NEET-PG exam. So when did you start solving the Marrow Qbank? Was it in third and fourth year, or you did it primarily in internship?
No, sir, from third year itself, whatever video I am seeing, for better retention, I used to solve that Qbank within a period of 1 week or more, or rather 15 days. So it gives you a second revision as well, and at the same time testing your knowledge that whatever you have understood from this theory, can you apply to the MCQ aspect as well. So Qbank, though I have done twice by resetting option
Great.
twice or thrice. Qbank is the great thing. You can if you are done with one subject QBank, you are already done with reading standard textbook. You are already done with all the concepts. So QBank is a great thing.
Great. So you were following the concept of spaced revision, reading something and within 1 week
Yeah.
solving the questions so that gets reinforced again in your mind. So that's a very good and a standard approach. And like you said that you were using it both primarily as a learning tool, but you were also testing yourself to see how much you can retain within a week's time. Naisargee, I saw your mother walking through. If she's there, why don't you call her as well? We would love to
Yeah,
talk to
sure,
her
sure.
also. Yeah.
She will come after some time.
Okay,
She
no
has
worries.
come. She
Yeah,
will come
okay.
definitely.
Right. So, continuing with the QBank, Dr. Naisargee, did you participate in the marathons or were you disciplined on your own that you were doing modules regularly yourself?
So, sir, I would be frank. So, in third and
Yeah,
fourth year,
yeah.
I was not very consistent with the QBank thing. So, marathon was a blessing for me that I need
Mm,
to complete this many modules on the daily basis. And in my internship, it was no need for marathon. I was doing QBank whole, so
mm.
it was good.
So it's a good push initially for you to become disciplined and to inculcate it as a habit then.
Yes, sir.
Great. Dr. Nesargi, a lot of students ask me that when toppers are solving Q banks, do they have a percentage in mind that in this module, if supposing there are 30 questions, how many should we be getting right? Or if we get below this number, do we need to revisit our notes? So what would that percentage be for you?
Sir, I never kept in mind any percentage value as such, but I just used to go through the question bank, and if anything I am getting wrong or if it is conceptual, then I need to either I read from the question bank explanation itself or going through the main notes. So if you are getting below a certain amount, you should. I never kept a certain number, but if
Mhm.
I'm not satisfied with my performance in this QBank module, I make sure that I read that topic very thoroughly and just revise that QBank module after a month or so.
And were you bookmarking these questions and did you revise them again before your exam?
Yes, sir, definitely. So this is my way of using bookmark. So there are
Hmm.
three types of bookmark in Marrow. One
Right.
is the normal bookmark thing, second is the star, and third is question mark. So
Hmm.
I used it in a categorically way that simple bookmark think the question is good and the question you need to revise.
Hmm.
The star thing was question is moderate doable, but the explanation given is very good. Well, you from if I'm resolving that star bookmark question, so I need to read the explanation thoroughly because it the explanation which is more important than the question. And the question mark bookmark that I kept initially कि कोई doubt होगा तब करेंगे पर मैरो में कुछ doubt नहीं है मैरो is errorless तो uh, what I did, I bookmark question mark the PYQ which I am getting wrong, or PYQ which I want to visit again, or a factual PYQ which I want to revisit 1 month before my examination. So I categorically use these three bookmarks. And revisiting the bookmarks and the reducing the number of bookmark is also task to do that every
Yeah,
medico should do because at the end of examination you are left with 2000 or 3000 bookmarks and you end up doing nothing. So what I applied strategy was I do a bookmark simple bookmark question in a duty time. The question
hmm,
is important, na? So in duty time you can do that question and remove the bookmark which I'm getting right. And
right.
star question mark, I used to revise in my silent environment. Either I am studying in the library or in an environment which I can retain things for a longer time, or it is a quiet environment to study. And question mark bookmark, so it has to be reduced because PYQ तो सही होने चाहिए. So yeah.
That's correct. So, how beautifully you explained the key which you utilize to bookmark these MCQs and how you reduce the number as well, which is, like you said, always a challenge for students. So, thank you very much. I think so. That was a very simple but effective strategy which you utilize. Now, Dr. Nesargi, before we move on, I just want to ask a few questions regarding the exam itself. So your part was the first session or the second session of the exam?
First session, so morning.
First session, right. And the new thing of the blocks of the exam being divided into blocks, did that pose a challenge for you?
No, sir, it's good. Matlab, the we are left with no option than accepting. So earlier you accept, better it gets. I believe so. So and it is a good pattern. I would say you are getting 42 minutes for 40 questions. So you can at a time you are only focused on that 40 questions, and you can revise it multiple times. If you are going through 200 questions and then you will want to come back to the question. That's a difficult task. So taking the things in a positive way is the only thing that we should do.
Absolutely. I mean, and beautifully said that because there are certain things which are out of our control, so it's better to adapt to them, and the one who adapts better would do well, like you've done. You've got a great rank. So, Dr. Nesaki, how many questions did you attempt in total?
Sir, 198 questions. Two I left.
198, right. And what was your rank in the mock test, which was conducted, the NEET-PG mock, which is conducted by Marrow?
Sir, it was 200, 220, because
Hmm.
I would say the INICT result got out and I didn't get the expected mark. So I was
Hmm.
not very confident while giving the mock test. So it was all the study part is the one thing and your mindset is the other thing. So
True.
I gave her all the positive energy and going through the examination.
And the last GT which you appeared for, what was your rank there?
Sir, it was I think 120 or so. I don't
Great.
remember
So
exactly.
you were in top 200. So, and anyone who's in top 200, I think so, it depends on the day of the exam, how calm you are, how you approach. So the ranks can get shuffled up. But like you said, you were expecting a good rank, and a single digit rank is an amazing outcome. So coming to the GTs, Dr. Nesargi, when did you start appearing for GTs and how frequent were you with the GTs?
So, sir, first GT which I gave was in the third year, and
Hmm.
at the starting of third year, and then once monthly in my third year. In my final year as well, it was once monthly to twice monthly.
Right.
And my internship, it was twice monthly in initial half, and
Hmm.
then it was once weekly GT. And you in the January to February, I was very aggressive on giving GTs. So it was twice weekly as well in the month of January and February. And then I shifted back to once weekly, and before 15 days, I didn't give any GT.
So, what was your assessment of the NEET PG exam? Do you think it was similar to a GT, or was the difficulty level more or less?
Sir, it was similar to GT. It was mixture of both clinical and the factual things, and it was the same like GT. Yeah.
So, what you're trying to say is that if you've given enough tests, if you've practiced enough, then the day of the exam, you feel that it's another test. You don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself, and it helps you to calm down the nerves during the exam.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. So I saw your GT curve. Of course, nobody's GT curve can go up. Sometimes you have dips as well. What was your approach when you got a dip or when you didn't get the desired GT score? How did you bounce back from that?
So we know our what topics we are lacking in giving GT. So GT analysis is a very good thing that subject-wise distribution is given. So you are weak in this subject, you are strong. Your these subjects are strong. So you just need to work on your weaknesses. So every time I give GT, I make sure that my weak subjects were covered. If I'm giving GT right now and after 15 days. So I make sure that the two below lowermost subjects, I read that and give the next GT. And
Okay,
yeah,
fair
reviewing
enough.
GT, whatever you get wrong in your GT, that's the main thing that you should be focusing on.
Absolutely. So you were actively using the GT analytics to fine tune your
Yeah,
preparation.
Yes,
Perfect. So moving on to the notes, because notes are your main source of study, and those are the ones which you're seeing again and again. And like you said, you did it for Marrow Edition 5. So did you make your own notes, or were you using the printed notes?
no, sir, printed notes I
Printed notes.
prefer.
And while underlining, like you had a beautiful strategy for Qbanks, while underlining also, were there some key points or some color combination which you used while underlining your notes?
Yes, sir. It was a hierarchy of underlying the stuff. First reading
Mm.
was just the things which I am forgetting or the things which I
Oh,
need to remember for the next revision. So
right.
in each and every revision, I used to go through all the notes, each and every pages, but I used to bookmark my notes in such a way that these things I am forgetting repeatedly. So these things I should be reading in a more detailed way than the superficial, than the normal things which I know and just go through that subject.
Perfect. And how many times did you revise your notes before your exam?
Uh, so after postponement, I stopped counting, but it
Hmm.
was a yeah, fair enough. Even 10 times it would be done, and after
Wow.
postponement, last postponement, I managed to complete 9 subject 3 times and rest of the subject twice. So yeah, after
Great,
that
great.
1.5 months.
Yeah, so normally we say that, revise them 3 times. You did it 10 times. So no wonder you've got such an amazing rank. And that's the key, I think. So what Dr. Naisargee is saying, doing the same thing again and again and again. It might be a boring or mundane task, but if you do
Yes.
that, that is what improves your score. And like she said, in INI's CET, she didn't get the desired rank, but that postponement, she used it to her advantage. So sometimes, postponements can be an opportunity for some students like Dr. Naisargee. So, Dr. Naisargee, moving on to revision now. Revision, did you watch the revision videos of all the subjects in Marrow? Or were you using your primary notes of edition 5 as the revision strategy?
So whatever I have done videos from edition 5, like in the third year and the final year subjects, I go through that similar notes only. And whichever I
Mhm.
have done from revision notes, like first and second year subjects, I go through the revision notes. So I didn't watch the revision videos again from the one which I have gone through the main
Watch the
videos.
main videos. Great.
Yeah.
Right. So, excellent point that she did not fall in the FOMO trap. Only those things which she had not done from the main videos, she watched from the revision. Rest, she stuck to her main video notes of edition 5. And she watched the update notes. She read the update notes and update videos to add those 6.5 points to 5. So, this is for those who are going through a transition of edition. You have to be very clear. Don't fall in the FOMO trap of watching all the videos again. Perfect. Dr. Naisargee, please tell us about your revision strategy. If, say, 1 month or 1.5 months before the exam, were you doing just one subject per day? Were you dividing your day into two subjects? How much time for MCQs and how many hours of study every day?
So, sir, after my internship got over in March, I was getting a pretty 12 to 13 hours of hours of
Wow.
study each day. And before 1 month of my exam, so it is a major subject, so I give one day, one whole day to the subject, and if it is a minor subject, I mix 3 subjects a day. And my reading speed is quite good, so I can
Mhm.
complete multiple revisions on the same day as well.
Great. That's great. So major subject one entire day and minor subjects up to 2 to 3 subjects a day. And how much time for MCQs?
Sir, it was my habit since these days that just after waking up, I used to solve custom module of 40 questions. So, and that 40 question set, I use 3 to 4 sets each day. And it was a random questions. It was not just a bookmark question. Yeah, question practice I would do minimum 100 questions a day to even up to reaching up to 200 questions a day.
That's excellent. That's probably the ideal approach which anyone should follow. And if you're disciplined with that, you are bound to get a great score. Look, Dr. Naisargee, all this entire journey is a journey of ups and downs, and it is not possible without the support of family and friends, right? You are from Baroda Medical College, you stay in Baroda. So, how important is that support system when you're preparing for such an exam?
Sir, I would say it is a very important, it's a crucial part, at least in the my journey. So, yesterday also result got declared. I said I got rank 4 on behalf of all 4 family members. So
That's so
it
nice.
was
Yeah,
their it is indeed their achievement as much as it is of mine. My parents, my mom and dad has constantly supported me, motivated me. My brother is just taking care of each minute thing, and I just blindly follow my brother. And whatever he used to say, I used to just follow that. And the support of parents, and whenever you are feeling low, and this is the journey, all days might not be the same. If you
true.
are lacking in your if you are lacking in your revision strategy, some topics were left, you just talk to your parents and you will be relaxed for 100%. So you will
Yeah.
be refreshed and start again studying.
So that's very important. I think so beautifully put that your support system, you need to choose your support team well, which can support you through this journey. You mentioned about your brother being a doctor 5 years elder to you. Where is he right now?
He is doing DM Neuro at Nimhans.
Excellent, excellent. And is your mother around? We would love to talk to her. Hmm. Namaste, ma'am. કેમ છો?
સર મજા તમે કેમ છો
Hmm.
સર
ऑल गुड जी। मैं यही कह रहा था निसर्गी से कि घर पे मोहन थाल और मिठाई आ रही होगी। बड़ौदा इज फेमस फॉर मिठाई।
तो बनता है सर आजकल दिन है
जी।
तो कुछ
कैसा लग रहा है आपको? एंड देखिए, आपकी बच्ची ने तो बहुत क्लियरली बता दिया कि वो कितने घंटे पढ़ती थी। यूजुअली टॉपर्स बताते नहीं है, पर आप बताओ ये हर रोज कितने घंटे पढ़ती थी सब लोगों को?
सर सर पूरा दिन पढ़ती रहती थी और जब भी मैं देखती तो मैरो ही पढ़ती रहती थी और सर वो बहुत ही अच्छे से पढ़ती थी और उसका ये
हम्म,
सपना था कि वो ये नीट पीजी की टॉपर बने और सर बाय द ग्रेस ऑफ गॉड द हेल्प ऑफ मॉरी टीम her dream has come true. We are so thankful for
ग्रेट। So, ma'am, like we were discussing, not every day is the same, and there are certain days when you don't feel good. आपका कुछ रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं आया, आप लो फील कर रहे हो, तो वहां पे उस टाइम पे आपका क्या सपोर्ट रहता था? आप लोग इसको क्या बोलते थे उस टाइम पे?
फिर वो तो हमेशा जब से छोटी थी ना तभी से वो ब्रिलियंट ही है तो कभी कुछ रहता है ऐसा कुछ तो हम लोग उसे मोटिवेट करते थे कि वो तुम तो नर्सरी से ही रैंकर हो टॉप स्टूडेंट रही हो तो कुछ ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता तुम्हारे साथ तो अच्छा ही रहेगा अच्छा ही होगा तो सर हुआ भी
ग्रेट।
और
नहीं मैम, द फैक्ट दैट यू हैव टू सच ब्राइट डॉक्टर्स इन योर फैमिली, आप लोगों ने भी कुछ चीजें सही तरीके से इनको सिखाई हैं, सही वैल्यूज इंकलकेट की हैं, विच इज व्हाई बोथ ऑफ देम आर डूइंग एक्सट्रीमली वेल। एंड हार्टिएस्ट कंग्रेचुलेशंस फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ अस टू द एंटायर फैमिली। बहुत ही ज्यादा खुशी है हम लोगों को।
थैंक यू सर मेरे हस्बैंड भी डॉक्टर हैं और उनके
अच्छा।
जिस दोनों बच्चे में आए हैं और बहुत ही अच्छा कर रहे हैं हम लोग भी बहुत ही खुश हैं सर और आप जैसे टीचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट का हमें सपोर्ट मिल रहा है ये बहुत अच्छी बात है सर हमारे लिए
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू, नमस्कार। Nesargi, can we have few more questions with you before we end, please? Yeah,
यस सर
namaskar ma'am.
यस सर
So, Dr. Naisargee, it's been great talking to you. You've shared such simple, effective tips with everyone. Before we end, any final parting comments which you would like to share with your juniors?
So, sir, consistency is the main thing that you should be following. During the days of MBBS also, you should read thoroughly. And it's not about the 1 year of preparation, it's a whole MBBS journey that accumulate
Very
into
good.
a single exam.
Mhm.
So you just need to study harder each and every day and trust the process. And you need to prioritize your goal. From You should know the reason why you have joined this college and joined this course, and you are dedicating to your parents, your family members, and you just can't stop doing hard work. So it's just about prioritizing goal, consistency, and hard work, and trust yourself that you will be going through a great day, and the all will be the good on your side.
That's excellent. I mean, I'm amazed at your age having such clarity of thought. No wonder you've got such an amazing rank. Heartiest congratulations. Before we end, which branch are you going to choose?
Sir, mighty soon.
Medicine. Great. All the very best. Thank you for talking to us. Please enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.